ABC Kinder Teach presents Geoffrey Groundhog Predicts the Weather, written by Bruce Koscielniak. One morning after a long winter's nap, Geoffrey Groundhog popped out of his burrow to look for his shadow. It was February 2nd, Groundhog Day. Geoffrey remembered what his mother had told him.
If you see your shadow on Groundhog Day, go back to sleep because winter will last 6 more weeks. If there is no shadow, spring will soon be here.
Geoffrey hurried into town to tell the newspaper that he had not seen his shadow.
So, no shadow, and spring is almost here. Is that it?
Asked Merton Moose. The story ran in that afternoon's Daily Gazette. Groundhog says no shadow, spring has sprung. Within a few days, the weather turned warm, the snow melted, and the ground thawed. Spring had truly sprung. Predicting the weather is easy, said Geoffrey. The following winter, Geoffrey dozed as snug as a bug, dreaming groundhog dreams in his warm nest at the bottom of his burrow. Toward the end of January, folks started looking for clues as to what Geoffrey might predict.
No, Mrs. Hen, you'll have to wait until February 2nd for Geoffrey's forecast. Yes, Mr. Duck, we'll let everyone know if Geoffrey's seen his shadow.
As Groundhog Day drew near, television cameras and lights were moved into place around Geoffrey's burrow. This year, everyone would be able to watch the biggest, groundhoggiest Groundhog Day ever. Spectacular Groundhog Day sale, big Groundhog Day special, big rock bottom prices. Geoffrey's handsome picture had been popping up all over town. Groundhoggers jogging shoes, put extra spring in your step. Big tooth toothpaste. Who's that in the Geoffrey G.H. sunglasses? Geoffrey breakfast drink. Watch for Geoffrey. Read it in the Gazette. Bright and early on Groundhog Day morning, everyone waited for Geoffrey.
Anybody seen that groundhog?
1 hour passed. 2 hours passed, 3 hours passed, yet still no Geoffrey.
Geoffrey! Hello, Geoffrey! Called Merton. Are you home?
Oh, no, I've overslept, groaned Geoffrey.
He flew out of bed, dashed to his door, and made his appearance.
Geoffrey! Geoffrey! Called Merton. What did you see? Was there a shadow?
I don't know, cried Geoffrey. With all the cameras and lights and everybody crowding around, I could hardly see the ground in front of me, much less my shadow.
The Daily Gazette. Groundhog doesn't have a clue. Now, things were really up in the air weather-wise. Nobody knew whether to bring out the golf clubs or the snow shovel. No one knew whether to wax the skis or the surfboard. And no one had a clue whether to plug in the electric fan or the electric blanket. All weather reports were canceled. No weather reports until Geoffrey makes up his mind.
Geoffrey, this is causing major problems, muttered Merton. We need your prediction now.
Oh, all right, moaned Geoffrey. I'll have my answer by this afternoon.
Geoffrey says winter 6 more weeks.
So, Geoffrey, how could you predict the winter will last 6 more weeks? Asked Rebecca Raccoon. And no one was really certain if there was a shadow or not. Did you guess? No, said Geoffrey. Did you make a study of how weather works? Asked Sunny Squirrel. No, said Geoffrey. To be honest, I called my mom on Groundhog Day. She always looks for her shadow, too. Phew, sighed Geoffrey. Predicting the weather is very tiring. I'd better get back to my nest for a nap. And that is exactly what he did.